Behold, the GROTTI ITALI GTO. And, well, it's quite a rare car, meant to celebrate 50 years of a classic sports car called the Stinger GT. And it is, no way of putting it, the fastest GT car GROTTI has ever made. And that's partially due to the aerodynamic body and the complex all-wheel drive system, but mostly it's due to the engine. This is a brand spanking new 820 horsepower twin-turbo V12. That's a lot of power. And since it has more horse, and since it's the most powerful production car GROTTI has ever made, it can do a pretty rapid 0 to 60 time. Because it takes around 3 seconds. It takes around the 3-second mark to get to 0 to 60. And then we have the top speed, which comes and goes rather quickly as well. And it's one of the fastest sports cars ever made. But I would argue the most impressive thing about the Itali GTO is in the handling department. Yes, this is a perfectly balanced car for me. The all-wheel drive gets incredible grip when you want to drive sensibly, but if you want to slide around, it's not exactly difficult. I mean, that is glorious! Absolutely glorious! However, there is a problem with this car. And that comes not from its handling or the acceleration or even the top speed. No. It's its name. You see, GTO is a subsidiary, as I said earlier, the Stinger GT, which is a car so valuable and so expensive, I legally cannot afford the insurance to drive it. That's how legendary it is. So, let's take a look at a rare GROTTI that's a little bit more insurance friendly. This, my friends, is the Turismo R, meant to celebrate all of their Grand Prix victories. And it's basically a road legal race car. It's got nothing but carbon fiber, it's mid-engine, rear-wheel drive. It is absolutely brilliant handling. I love it. And despite all this ridiculously good handling, I'm in relative comfort here. I don't have ultra stiff suspension. I don't have plastic seats. I have air conditioning. It is an absolutely brilliant car. Yes, I am in love. This is one of the all-time greats, and it's 5 times cheaper, near enough, than the GTO. However, does that mean it's not good value for money? To find out, I waited for the track to dry out, and then I started doing some hot lapping. Now, this is going to be interesting because the GTO is front-engined with more power and all-wheel drive, but the Turismo R has a better driveline in terms of understeer management, and its mid-engine gives it better distribution of the weights, but it has significantly less power. So, will the GT car, with all the power on Earth, be able to rival the supercar? Let's find out. And the results are pretty substantial. 2.5 seconds a lap faster. That is quite significant. But there's no getting around the fact that this is a brilliant car. But there's a problem with it. It's just a really fast Grotti. And that's brilliant. It's the best Grotti I've ever driven. But it doesn't really live up to the GT or the GTO name, and well, why even name it that way if it can't live up to the legend of the car 50 years ago?